people are always interested in recruiting. Is there anything out there on the recruiting front of note?
You've got a Philadelphia receiver, Tyseer Denmark from 2024, who is one of Ohio State's top receiver targets. He is committing. He's choosing his school, I believe, in November 24th or so. Exciting, talented prospect, and the Buckeyes look to be in very good position there. I know everybody's waiting for five-star defensive ends like Damon Wilson to figure out what he's going to do. The Ohio State is trying to get him back for the Michigan game, and they're trying to get a bunch of people in for the Michigan game to just get that last bit of, here you go. This is what it looks like before December signing day. So they're focused on the defensive end stuff. I saw somebody asking about offensive line. Offhand, I don't know of anybody that is necessarily on the radar coming in, but this is not a good week to ask me because of basketball and everything else going on. But yeah, just trying to get some guys back in for that Michigan game, get them scheduled here, and have that be another big weekend. And when you've got that as a big weekend, you better show up. And then if you lose, you turn that around, you try to spin it and say, "Hey, that's why we need you. Did you see this? You could have been playing. That's why we need you. It's unfortunate, but you can help change this."
Your toe is always tapping, as Mike Damone said in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You're always be selling. So
always be recruiting.
Yeah, I agree with everything Tony said. I think Keon Keeley is a big time defensive end who they are really trying to push, and Damon Wilson as well. And Mateo Uiagalelei, he was out at Notre Dame to watch his brother's Clemson team play there. So we'll see if Notre Dame can make some inroads with him. But if Ohio State can land one or two of those guys, that would be huge. And obviously the play of JT Tuimoloau last week should go a long way toward helping Ohio State land one of those talented defensive ends, because that's how you can be spotlighted in Ohio State's defensive scheme, certainly by making big plays. And obviously that's individual effort and God-given ability that kid was born with to be able to make some of those plays that he made in that Penn State game. But need to see more of that this week against Indiana. Get after Connor Bazelak and the Hoosiers and get them out of there quick. They have not started well the last 3 weeks. They had turnovers. Clifford threw the interceptions the first two possessions. The Penn State game, I think Ohio State only led 10-0, I think, or something like that. Maybe it was 7-0. I don't know, but didn't capitalize as fully on Penn State's early game mistakes. And then lo and behold, it becomes a 4-quarter game. So don't want to see that. Obviously against Iowa, settling for field goals. Obviously against Northwestern, they didn't score a touchdown until their 7th possession of the game. So you'd have to look back a long way to find a Ryan Day team that didn't score until the 7th possession of the game. I don't know if it's even happened previously at Ohio State with this current run. And they set a new FBS record with their 70th straight 20-point game on offense, but he didn't get that 20th point until about midway, 5 minutes to go in the game. This was, as I said, this was probably the toughest to get the 20 points as any of these 70 games Ohio State has done it. And it's kind of remarkable that is a major college record, 70 straight games with 20 points or more. But such is the run this Ohio State offense has been on the last 5-6 years.
And that last touchdown was the only point scored against the wind in that game.
Unbelievable.
Yes. Todd Blackledge told a story about he and Marino on the field in a Penn State game where all 29 points were scored with the wind.